Genshin Impact absolutely fumbled, and how exactly? I'm actually a very bad explainer, so I have a friend of mine, Bren online, he's going to explain it. I am disappointed, so am I, Bren. Let's go. Let's talk about.
I am so disappointed, it's unbelievable. If you're not aware, Genshin...
Yep, the new endgame mode in Genshin Impact, which provides you 450 Primo Gems, by the way. In what? Every single version, not even worthy of 3 pearls. Like, I'm not hating, I'm just putting on the facts. You can take it the way you want, innit? Like, I just still play Genshin Impact because I think it's a very good game. It's still, like, aside from the hate it gets online, pretty decent game. Like, not that bad as Twitter makes it out to be or any other creator makes it out to be. You can say that it is predatory, yup, definitely. It leeches off the players and I'm like,
Genshin Impact just released the Stiggy.
But this one is what I call a leech king, baby. If you're not a mega whale, not even a whale, not even a low spender. If you're not a mega whale, every single character C6, particular meta team, then you cannot clear this stuff, like, completely. The last 2 difficulties are so difficult that I just gave up in it. So they give you these skins for weapons, the 4-star ones as well as the 5-star ones. Not worth it in my opinion. Now they look alright, don't get me wrong, but not worth enough for you to become a mega whale, hell nah.
And onslaught endgame content, and I really need to get this off my chest because I feel like I'm going kind of...
Like, Hoyoverse, I think you are just a Tinder girl at this moment. What the fuck?
So in Genshin Impact, we've had multiple types of end
high expectations as well.
game over the past few years. We've had the Spiral Abyss, which is basically just fighting against hyperinflated HP.
Brother, it's a Spiral Abyss, but way worse, okay? Like, for those who just don't play Genshin Impact that much, it's a Spiral Abyss, but way worse. How exactly? You don't have your energy, the cooldown is way too low. Like, what the fudge? And if you don't have the meta team, you're done.
Overworld enemies and a timer. We've had Imaginarium Theater, which makes sure that you have a lot
at least we have the buffs
of characters built and then puts you in situations where you have to fight against hyperinflated HP enemies against a timer, but with some cool little buffs here and there.
Yes,
now
sir.
we have Stygian Onslaught, which I really expected to be something a little bit different. Obviously, I expected a timer. I expected it to be a longer timer, and I expected the enemies to have like super fun mechanics.
Brother, for 5-star skins, you have to defeat 3 enemies. 3 enemies. With 14 million HP each, to be honest, in 60 seconds each. Holy fudge, like, even with meta teams, complete meta teams, you cannot clear that unless you have them, like, particular constellations for them. And I'm like, what the fudge?
And stuff and different things, kind of like the cubes in that one event where they did so many different movesets and stuff.
Zero idea.
Instead, what we got is basically Spiral Abyss with only bosses and a absolute boatload of HP and a really short timer. Now, I'm going to show you a few clips of me playing this for the first time from the easier difficulties. I started off at hard difficulty.
Like, the easier ones are actually really easy, which I am actually giving credits to Hoyo. They be like, claim your Primo Gems and fuck off. That's what Hoyoverse is saying, basically.
Difficulty. So this is what hard difficulty.
If you want those good rewards, like the ones they used to flex, then you better be ready to pay.
Looks like. This is piss easy. Let's see.
Bring it.
Like, even in the easier difficulty, we have a bigger cooldown, alright? As we go towards the hard one, it becomes a lower cooldown. What the fudge?
Fulfill our pact.
All right, let's just get through this hard mode and then we'll check out the actual difficult stuff, I guess. Let me take a look.
Target acquired.
Yeah, but it's really easy, isn't it? Now let's go towards the hard difficulty, baby.
Oh no. We're gonna have to restart this one, boys.
Okay, here we go.
Boom. All right, nice. Bad artifact, and bad artifact.
Brother, my artifacts limit has reached already. Like, I have 2,102 artifacts out of 2,100. I have 2 extras, okay? And all of them are 5 stars, so I just want someone to just make my account better.
All right, gamers, nothing is changing. Great. Then we have Fearless, and I'll keep it a buck, dude. Fearless was like, it was already pretty damn difficult for me, and I have C6.
Listen, Fearless got 7 million HP, which is still a good chunk. If you don't have the meta characters, you are not clearing it. If you are a free-to-play player, it will be difficult unless your luck is really god level.
Characters. I didn't use the C6 characters that I have, just as a heads up. I tried specifically using the C0 or C2 maximum characters that I have. And this is what that went like. Wait,
But he's using Garming and Fearless? Holy fudge, Bren.
no, it-
I guess you are fearless? Okay. That's a bad joke.
went off. What?
Oh, his shield is annoying, isn't it?
Why didn't you plunge? Is that a normal mechanic or is that new? New? Sick. Okay.
Brother, it's not sick. It's literally another HP wall in it.
Yeah, guys, Garming does not clear this. Even a good fucking Garming build, that does not clear this. Holy shit. The damage is just non-existent. Bro has far too much health.
Yep. Gotta use that Arlecchino combo, baby.
Okay, move your fucking fat ass hand, man.
Oh, he's so chunky as well. Like, he just restricts your motion. I don't know how exactly, but he's annoying, isn't it? Also, when just his minions spawn and your character auto-locks in this big boy instead of those minions. That shit is annoying. Shit is really annoying.
Your hand is fucking pissing me off.
Yep, like right here. Just look at this shit. He was aiming for that minion, but Arlecchino targeted this big guy instead of that.
Your hand is fucking
Like, look
pissing
at
me
that.
off. Hello?
And from that lower minion, he can basically heal. Holy fudge.
Alright, there we go. First half done. Doable, winnable. Without my C6s, though, I'm kind of screwed for the second half here because I overbuilt my C6s and not so much the other fucking characters. So let me see. Let's go. Let's see if y'all can fucking cook.
Well, what's the team, by the way? I mean, Raiden Shogun in this thingy? Nah, mate. She will create overload and just remove the pyro application. I don't know. Is this some sort of hidden team that I'm not aware of?
Guys, I'm not even fucking entertaining this shit. What the fuck is going on? Hello? I'm not even entertaining this for
Sir, you're using the wrong team.
more than 5 fucking...
I mean, I totally understand if your Raiden Shogun is completely destructive, but for this particular boss, like I told you, whoever is making some, you can say characters, that can defeat a particular boss, and that's it. That's how this stuff works.
seconds.
Oh, that's a good team. Come on, baby. I'm with you, Bren. Show them what you got, baby.
This is doable, though, I think. Deadass, I think this might actually be doable. Bran, bro, I'm listening to...
If he's having problem at 7 million HP, I think the dire difficulty is going to like ruin, bro. Because 14 million HP, it's double that.
Chat, man, what the fuck do you want from me? Bro, all of y'all saying this wouldn't work. We're doing a
Nah, it's over. It's over. He's not going to clear this stuff.
about as good as the fucking Al-Hytham team in all fairness, so I don't know about that one. I can't do the Kenichi team because we used Bennett in this one as well. If we try this one again without Bennett, I probably could, but then who am I going to replace in this one? Fuck it, we can try this.
Nah. It might have a little bit of trouble, or maybe not. Wait, is it a good team? I don't know. I mean, a bandit is spared, so okay. Alright, here we go.
Come on!
3, 2, 1. Oh shit! Oof!
What?
Wait, what?
There was a second
He failed?
left! Alright, I'm ulting here. Conditional ult.
Done. It's done. It's done. It's done.
On the life reset was worth it. There we go. Okay. Good
Boom,
shit.
baby.
I like what I'm feeling here.
Skark is just broken for this boss, isn't it? Oh, using a skill Skark? Okay, with Farina? I mean, okay.
Boom. I feel better now. Let's go back and fucking lose our fucking brain cells and minds. Oh my god.
Yes, sir. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's fucking get this shit done, and then I want to try the final difficulty.
Brother, you just don't want to try it, innit? Double the HP, that's what we're talking about in the next one.
Give me my terrible artifacts. My terrible artifact. Sorry. Then we have the final difficulty, dire difficulty. And this is where my biggest problem comes because Hoyoverse have implemented a lot of really good changes recently, in my opinion. But this endgame mode is genuinely just disappointing to see, at least in
Brother, it's literally for whales, okay? Just let them have the fun. Why are you being a hater? Let the whales have the fun.
my opinion. Now listen, there's people that have cleared this dire difficulty, or at least one person, a Japanese player, with C0 or 1 characters.
But really? With someone actually... Okay, that's might be a skill issue. I take my words back. It's just a skill issue, innit? Like, I'm just a bad player, innit?
Builds are absolutely insane, godlike. Like, I'm talking perfect artifacts. And they cleared it with like 1 second to spare on each one. For like 99.9% of free-to-play or even low spenders, this difficulty is almost unattainable. Even for whales, dude. Like, I went into this and I would have been perfectly fine if these bosses had a lot of really cool gimmicks and mechanics that you could do with the elemental reactions and stuff. But instead, what we get is a restrictive buff slash
Yes, sir.
debuff. But it's not...
But I'm still actually in awe. Holy fudge. Who is that Japanese creator? Just go and subscribe to them, okay?
for cool things like mechanics. I had a chat with Comemos where I went over what mechanics and stuff I'd want to see, just a couple of examples. So here's the clip from that. Hello, hello. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fucking stressed, bro.
Yeah, I know.
What did you mean by you think Genshin's got a limited because of the gameplay? Just out of curiosity.
Okay, so like, I mean, of course, I have to take some examples like Withering Waves or ZZ or stuff like that. Like, there's no other option. I don't know, like, there's no parry system. There's no real, like, dodge system.
Brother, they're literally meat wall, HP walls that what we are hitting in Genshin Impact.
The monsters are not, like, super dynamic. Maybe they could make more dynamic monsters, like, that move a little bit or that have, like, more dynamic mechanics. I don't have, like, an idea necessarily of what they could do, but I don't know. If you look at Wuwa, they have some, I mean, the parry system makes it more dynamic, but they also have...
I mean, one of the main reason they cannot do that stuff is basically since Genshin is an old game, so if they change the combat a little bit way too much, it will become problematic. Then again, the Night Soul stuff, that is still problematic. So instead of that, if they add the parry system, could have been way better. Or dodge and parry.
Where if you counterattack at the perfect moment, not necessarily a parry, but just a counterattack or a dodge at the perfect moment, it can impact like the reactions of the boss or stuff like that. So
or basically maybe increase the ATK or elemental mastery or some sort of buff in it.
Yeah.
Yes, they could make something like that, but
it will obviously reduce the value of a C6 character. Why will players go for a C6 character then?
On the other hand, like the characters are more stiffer than ZZ or than Wuwa's. Like, yes, it's frustrating to just have like more HP, but at the same time, it's like a little bit difficult to find the perfect solution, I feel like.
I agree with you, and I don't think that is a perfect solution. But what I will say is, you're right with Wuwa. The thing is with Wuwa, for something like holograms, for example, I'm going to use holograms specifically since it's like the end game that I typically take part in. I don't do Tower because it's just fucking Spiral Abyss for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fair. For holograms, it's very important to do the mechanics that you just mentioned, right? Like parrying and also dodging. And you mentioned Genshin not having a dodge system. You're right. It has the same dodge system as Wuwa, realistically, just without the perfect dodge and the counter.
Yeah.
The thing for me is for hologram, the timer's so fucking long. I've never lost a hologram to the timer. I feel like for Genshin,
like they give enough time for you to actually showcase your skills. Even if you have like bad build character, they can clear this stuff.
As well, it's like you mentioned them being kind of limited based on Genshin's gameplay. For me, it's the total fucking opposite. I think they don't utilize their own gameplay features at all for endgame combat, because literally, what do you use elemental reactions for other than dealing damage or like getting rid of a specific shield? Why is there zero mechanics in this goddamn game with such a complex elemental reaction combat system where you can't ever utilize it so it feels...
Half of the elemental reactions are just not even required that much in it. Like, who uses them reactions? Like Shatter? Who uses Shatter?
It's like you're utilizing the element system other than just dealing a shit ton of damage.
I understand what you mean. Like, we could use the reactions more to like actually do stuff rather than just more damage.
If you're gonna make it restrictive, why not make it fun and restrictive? Remove the timer, make it so that at every 20% health interval you get a different mechanic. If you're already forced to use, for example, a freeze team, make it so for example, it's a boss with, I don't know, 2 big ass legs and you gotta freeze both legs on the ground to stop it from moving at a certain point in the floor, and then that point in the floor starts doing damage over time or something. You know, something interesting.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that could be fun. Maybe a little bit like the weekly bosses, because like weekly bosses have some like interesting mechanic. I mean, interesting depends how you
Attack
see it. But,
pattern,
like,
yeah.
they have some unique mechanics where all their stuff happens and just like deal damage or break the shield.
I feel like Genshin just do not utilize their elemental reaction system for endgame in the slightest, other than, like I say, hyperinflating enemy HP to make you have to deal a shit ton more damage.
Maybe just dry in it. Like for the combat, they were like, okay, just put more HP.
It just
Call it a
blows the
day,
fuck out
baby.
of me when I know it could be so much better than it is. But sadly, that's just not the case here. It's quite literally, again, just hyperinflated overworld enemies. Bob, you can find the actual numbers, but I think it's like 17 million HP or something, maybe even more.
It's 17 million. So yeah, okay. This guy got 14 million, almost 15 million. Then this guy got 17 million. He got 11 million, so that's nice.
And the reward that you get for this incredibly difficult challenge
Skin.
is weapon skins. Something that when I saw were getting added to the game, I was incredibly excited. But the rewarded weapon skins that you get come from these items. There's a 4-star and a 5-star version of these weapon skins. And don't get me wrong, listen, I'll keep it a buck here. The weapon skins look absolutely incredible. They also have...
But then again, are they worth for you to actually, you know, spend your sanity? Spend your entire wallet? No, definitely
very
not.
cool lore inside of them. But do you know what's not incredible?
Are they hiding lore now?
The fact that they disappear
I mean,
every
you can literally go and see a screenshot online. That's all.
patch. You heard that right. The really difficult content that you get, the weapon skins disappear every patch.
And this is what I said on Twitter. Like, the reason they have done that for a skin to be limited is that because they will do this stuff in every single version. So they will release a new character and then add a boss that can be defeated by that particular character or by that new meta alone. And without those characters, you cannot do anything. You cannot do shit in it. So that's what's going to happen.
A lot of people don't have a problem with this, but for me, when Genshin Impact already has endgame rewards that are attainable in a certain way for cosmetic purposes, the envisaged echoes in the Imaginarium Theater, for a big example, what do you do with that? You beat the endgame, you get a key or 2 keys, then you get to choose which envisaged echo you want to keep on your account
Yes,
forever.
sir.
You unlock it and do it. It's great. Why couldn't Hoyoverse for this just made it so that when you beat this mode, you get these items, but you can exchange them for whatever skin you want permanently on your account?
To play with the brains, okay? I know the tactics. I've seen these games before.
I had people
know.
saying if they'd have done that, it would have caused FOMO. I would argue it's the exact opposite, and that making these weapons only available for 41 days and then they're gone forever is also FOMO, but it's also pointless FOMO, because why would they disappear? Why wouldn't you just be able to keep them? It feels so stupid to waste the potential of these super awesome looking skins and have them disappear. Is it because you're not spending real money on it that they feel like you don't deserve to keep them? I really don't understand.
Listen. It doesn't matter how good they look. I think the original design of a particular weapon always looks better in it. Like, just compare this weapon skin to maybe any 5-star. Basically, just compare it to the Farina in it. Farina's weapon. Farina's weapon looks so much more better than this shit. Like, come on.
What's the damn point? I think it's so incredibly disappointing, and I really hope they listen to some feedback about this, because I really think this game mode has a lot of potential. It just needs a couple of minor
It does
tweaks.
indeed. Not even minor, brother. There will be some major changes. Maybe increase the cooldown and that's it. You know what? I'm just asking them to increase the cooldown and maybe add some more attack mechanism or some shit.
Maybe one major tweak. I want it to still be difficult, and I want it to still be challenging, but I also just want it to be fun and not boring and monotonous and not the same thing as the other end games that we already have in the goddamn game. Give us something new to look forward to every patch. This was a big rant, and I really don't know if we're going to get any fixes or changes to this in the future. I'm not getting my hopes up anymore. I don't play gacha games for the end game, and this is primarily the reason why. I've kind of decided now, if I want difficult content, bro, I'm just going to go play MMOs or like Elden Ring for the third time.
Yeah, the good OG in it. I love it. The best thing they have, no cooldown. Even if your tarnish is weak, you can clear that shit.
I'm or something. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, actually. We're pushing close to 354,000 subs on YouTube. Thank you.
Come on, Brenny boy. You smashed it. I love you. Oh, you have already reached 354,000. I loved it.